Tilted head,
Coffee set.
acting dizzy. We've got a dog here, not just chasing its tail here. There is something else going on. Have you ever noticed this with your pet? Well, guess what? It could be signs of Old Dog Vestibular Disease, often mistaken for a stroke here. So we thought, let's find out more about this. Here's Indyvet's Dr. James Speiser here this morning here. First of all, thanks for being with us here, and Rosie is shedding all over you.
But she always does.
Tell us about this issue, what it is, what causes it, and what we need to be looking for.
Well, Ray, balance is a very delicate orchestrated event between a sensing mechanism in the inner ear and the brain. And when that becomes dysfunctional, you become dizzy. And dogs, when they become dizzy, they'll have a head tilt, they'll circle, their eyes will flit back and forth, they'll have a very wide-based stance, they'll be very wobbly in their gait, they can become nauseous, sometimes they'll roll across the floor till they hit the wall where they'll stay. But it's caused by four fundamental things, and the most common is Old Dog Vestibular Disease, which is a dysfunction of that sensing mechanism in the inner ear. And they will become extremely dizzy suddenly, and but they can recover really in 3 to 14 days. Another reason they can become dizzy is ear infection, where they get an external ear infection. It breaches the eardrum, affects then the inner ear, and causes them to become
just like
suddenly
it would with
dizzy.
us.
Sure, absolutely. But usually before they become dizzy, they're going to scratch their head, shake their head, scratch their ear, and show some other symptoms. Stroke can certainly cause dizziness, but again, in most 7 out of 10 times, if you give those dogs 10 to 14 days, they'll get better. The last reason is a brain tumor, which is very rare and more rare to cause sudden dizziness with no other symptoms.
Okay, assuming it's not that last scenario here, what are some of the things that you would do to treat Old Dog Vestibular?
You know, most of the treatment is really supportive. If the dogs are nauseous, we can give them anti-nausea medication. If they're so dizzy they can't drink, we might give them fluids. But for the most part, it's supportive care, giving them 3 to 10, maybe 14 days to improve. The sad thing, Ray, is that people that have old pets, they see them totally disoriented. They don't want to see them that way. It is distressing. They don't want to see them suffer, and they sometimes feel compelled to maybe euthanize their pet. And sadly, if they just give them a week or two, they'll be fine and they'll be able to enjoy their lives.
Something to think about. Give it a little bit of time. And Rosie, we appreciate when you come by, kind of our picture of good health all the time here. Dr. Speiser with Indyvet Emergency and Specialty Hospital right here in Indianapolis. If you want some more information about Indyvet, what they do, its app, Facebook page, go to fox59.com. We've got it right there in the links. And we'll see you next month.
Thank you, Ray.
Speiser, thanks a lot. All right, let's check the forecast here. Waiting on the rain to finally clear out and the sun to come in.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while, Ray.